I am Adam Grunn, and I will be directing Dirty Rotten Scoundrels this spring for the Kirkwood Theater Guild. This is my third Kirkwood show. I've also done Out of the Frying Pan and Curtains, which was last year's musical, and now I will be doing Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Prior to that, I directed the producers for the Hawthorne Players. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels was one of my favorite movies. Growing up, I always loved to see Steve Martin and Michael Caine. I thought they were a very good combination, very good comedic actors, and to see the two of them doing a movie was awesome. So, when I actually heard that there was a musical, I knew that I had to listen to it. And from the first time I listened to it, I knew that it was my type of show, a very funny show, a very quick show, a very just funny show. And so that's the kind of thing that spoke to me. So when I heard that Kirkwood was doing Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, I knew that immediately I would have to be involved in it in some way, shape, or form. The show is actually, it's a big show with 6 main characters. Freddie and Lawrence, who are our main con men, and then Christine, who is the woman that they're trying to ultimately is the big fish that they're trying to land. And then there's 2 other women, Muriel and Jolene, and those women are also very good roles. Then we have an ensemble, which is going to be probably about 15 people, maybe less, and they're going to make up everybody else that is in this show. So in the ensemble, it's going to be one of those times where you could be a French maid in one scene and then a woman reading the newspaper that's getting hit on by Freddie in the next. So I mean, it's going to be a challenging thing for everybody in the ensemble. It will be fun to be in the ensemble for sure. One of the biggest things for me in terms of challenges with the show is trying to get everyone's schedule to work together. And so that's the hardest part, is to getting a schedule to actually fit everybody's needs. So one of the things that I look for in people that are auditioning is that everybody has a very thorough representation of what their schedule is going to be, so that they can give it to me and my assistant director, and we can then create a schedule that's going to work for everybody. I don't like to waste people's times. If you don't need to be there until 8:15, I'll tell you you can come at 8:15. If you don't have to stay there till 10 and you are able to leave early, I will always let people leave early. And you will all have a schedule at the very beginning that says, here are the dates I need to be here, here's what we're working on these days. So I want to see confidence. I want to see them being able to make choices and make decisions and not just look like somebody that's standing up on the stage reading. I want to hear your true voice. I want to hear the power that you have. I want to hear the notes that you can hit. And then in dancing, I want to see that you can follow direction. I want to see that you can move. You might not have to be able to do a quadruple time step, but we want you to, I want to see how you move on the stage. For me, I really don't have very many no-nos other than don't sing a song from the show. I don't know if that's, I just don't like it. You know, if I hear you singing a song from the show, it might pigeonhole you or make me think, oh, that's the only role that I could ever put this person in. But I like for you to sing a song that's going to show me what you can do, what your voice is like, and then I can pick where I want to hear you read and things like that. Rehearsals, I don't really have a set flow. It's going to all be a juggling act based on what people's schedules are going to be. But I like to try and give everybody like a general sense of what the music is going to be, and then I like to start to block. And also, if I can get the blocking done within a week or a week and a half, that's good for me. You won't see me push through the blocking and just run through it as quick as I can. It'll take us a few days to get through it, because I also will put the blocking on everybody and then watch it, and then if we don't like it, we'll go through and we'll do something again. So I don't really have a set schedule, but I like to make things even amongst the dancing, the singing, and the acting. And then finally, you know, with a couple, 3, 4 weeks before the show, I'm just running everything over and over and over again. So one of the things that I like to do, a practice that I like to ask everybody to do, is to write an autobiography as the character, giving a backstory and things like that to help them make choices on the stage and to help them think when they're on the stage. Because if you can live as that person and know what that person has gone through to get to this stage, then I feel like your reactions and your actions on the stage are going to actually be more realistic. Every time you come into one of my rehearsals, we will warm up in some type of way or fashion, doing an improv warm-up, an acting warm-up, or something. And a lot of times what I do with those is just to try and establish pace. Pace is very big in this show, and there's a lot of one-liners and things where we need the timing to go very quickly and very precise. This show is written so that the scene changes are actually part of the show. So not in the way that Noises Off was, but in a way that there is hardly any time for a scene change. So one of our things with our show is going to be working on pace and figuring out how to make those scene changes completely seamless. The show is actually going to be set in current time, so it will be modern day. It'll be present 2012. So a lot of the costumes are going to be all present day costumes. We're actually was working with our costume designer and kind of figuring out a color plot and things like that. It's in the French Riviera, and we're looking for very bright and very, you know, just exciting colors that's really going to make our stage pop, I think. We have our production team, and our production team normally consists of my assistant director is Josie Zeigen, and then our musical director is Sean Andrews, and then our assistant to the director is Molly Grunn, who will be at a lot of our rehearsals. Say hi to the camera.
Hi.
So she will come in and do dances with us and help us with costume choices and all things like that. And Molly sometimes will let us have a dance party on the stage. Right? That's right. Dance party.